Hello, Stamper. Welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator with Stamping Up at frenchiestamps.com. Today, I'm going to share both landscape and portrait and landscape, the corner pop-up. So I got two different measurements. Both measurement can be landscape or portrait. The only thing that it's different. The reason why this one it's a little bit bigger size because I get more layers. This one is just one layers. And also you need to pay attention which way you're going to go for the side that you're going to flip your card, okay? Because you see this one here, it go 2 and 2, and this one also it's 2 and 2. So just pay attention when you flip your card. That's it. The long way or the short way. Okay, let's get started. The first one, it's no layers. So that means I'm doing this one, it's no layers here. It's measured 7¼ by 6. You're going to score 2" right here, score 2. And then you're going to flip it, rotate it to the left, and then score at 2". We're going to do this one. Well, we're going to do both, okay? So let's put that there. Then the next one, measure, we're going to start on the long way here. This one, I want to flip it this way. So this one measures 7" by 5¾ so it's a 1/4 inch less. So you're going to score at 2", and then you're going to flip and score at 2. And you see I always flip to the left. The side that you want to see your card for this one face, you're going to see when we assemble. I think that's going to be easier than mixing. So let's get back at it. So this one here measures 7¼ by 6. We score at 2". And the side that it's facing you, it's the side that's going to be the inside, okay? And then we score at 2, we flip it to the left, and we score it at 2 again. Now, you're going to reinforce your score. That's the trick to anything that you want to make a card movable. Now, you're going to take the peak here, and you're going to bring it down, and the line of your score going to match your line of your score there. The line of your score going to match your line of your score. You want to make sure it's straight. I already done it just to speed up my video here, et voila. So now you're going to have this shape. You're just going to take this, the top, and push it in. Now, that's going to get pushed in and out. That's going to be pushed in and out. Et voila. Now you got it. So this one that we just done here, this going to be the horizon, vertical, okay? So we're going to go ahead, and it's no extra layers. We're just going to glue this. Oh, I saw that coming. We're just going to glue this to a mat. The mat measures 5½ by 4¼ exactly a quarter card. A quarter, not a quarter card, but a quarter sheet. We're going to put it this way. Now, the trick to this, it's, so this is going to be the inside here. This one, all measurement going to be on my blog though. 4¾ by 3½, 4¾ by 3½. We're going to open this up. And I like to keep this open because it's kind of tricky to center it when it's all this way. Because see, it would be hard to center. So then I open this way. Et voila. Now, the next one, measure 5 by 3 3/4, and this is what's going to get glued there. So the trick is just to have glue there, but keep the edge a 1/4 inch out. So I'm going to go and put it. This, do I have two broken now? I sure do. Okay, that's okay. We're gonna, and then to make sure, I'm gonna put glue there. You want to make sure it don't go on the edge though. Okay, the top and the side, because if that would go, it's gonna make a fiasco. And you know what? I think, do I have a piece of paper here? Here, it's very on the edge there. Here we go. Now I'm gonna take this and we're gonna mount that right here. Now my next layer, and the stamp set that I use, it's the autumn, amber autumn. I got it right here. It is amber autumn. Now this is basic beige, and I stamp basic beige leaf in early espresso the greeting. Now this is gonna come right on top. And I already done the coloring, and you get the matching dies with that. So I used the die. I did the pumpkin with the gourds, and I done that. And I'm gonna put that right here with dimensional. And voila, there and there. So maybe I'm gonna add some ribbon after, but voila. And then when you open it up, boom. So you can put another image there and such. Let me show you the Christmas one that I use. The Christmas one, I use the Memory and More, the card pack, and voila. And then the ephemera pack I use for the greeting. So I will share these one down the road, but you see you can use those pack too. And voila. So this is the one that I did vertical, but it's the one with very little layers, okay? Now to crank up a notch, this is the bigger one. So this measures 6. We score at 2, flip it, and the side that's going to be inside going to face up on this one. So that's the difference between the other one, okay? The one for the vertical, doesn't matter the size, even if you want to do the small and such. If you want the vertical, the side that so the inside, you're going to start on the long way. That should be easier. Start on the long way. And then this one, you start on the portrait side. Vertical, you start vertical. Portraits, start portrait. And both of them have it face that, I'm mixing myself. So no, this one was this way. Yes, this one you face this way because we're going to score at 2 and then we flip it. After you do 1 or 2, it's going to be like, okay. Okay, so now it's the same thing. You're going to reinforce your score, bring your corner, put my finger there, and you line up the score line with the score line, the score line with the score line, and then reinforce. And then you bring this in, So do like, I call that my duck face there. Here we go. Get a dirt fold like that. Now, this one, I got the basic beige that 5.5 by 4, early espresso, 5.25. I'm sorry, 5.5 by 4.25. Then early espresso, 5.25 by 4. Now we're going to glue this one on top. This one, like I said, I got a lot more layers, okay? Quite a bit more. And with the Christmas one, this one, I used the Memory and More pack also. So I had to trim the Memory and More pack. I'm going to share a tidbit on that. And then for the topper here, I get early espresso and basic beige, not early espresso, Cajun craze, 3.5 by 4 3/4 and 3 3/4. No, 3 by 4 1/4, and then 3.5 by 4 3/4. Don't worry about trying to listen to the measurement. I got it listed below. Okay. Again, we're going to put the glue. You don't want it. You want to live. You want to leave a space top and the side. And this I already done everything on the color, and then I die cut. Excuse me, I could feel it coming. Whew. Here we go. And I tie a little bit with the twine here. Now inside, again, I stamp it with basic beige and then the grading in early espresso. We're going to put that in. And this one pop this way. So let me share. So you see, you start the long one, you start, I called it the portrait, the long one this way. You start the short at the top, you score at 2, flip it, score at 2. While the vertical, you start on the long way because the card it's on the long way this way. Vertical, you're going to start 2, flip it 2. And both of them are on the, you flip to the left, okay? Et voila. And then it's just pop up. Now, let me show you the Christmas one. And I got a little tip using the ephemera pad. So this was the regular, the small one. It's the 3 by 4 1/4 or 3 by 4. I think it's 3 by 4, those one. 3 by 4. So that's the small one. Inside, that's the ephemera pack, okay? And then for this one, though, this pattern, it didn't matter. But if you take the one that's a Merry Christmas, you get right in the center. Because for the top here, this measure 5 inch. So you need to take 1 inch completely. I took ½ inch and ½ inch on each side to keep the center. This one, I could have taken a full inch. It wouldn't matter. But some of the print does matter. Get some over here that like this here, you would want to take ½ inch there and ½ inch there so you keep the gradient in the center. And it's mounted on the gold here. And this one, see, I even put one of the small cards inside at the top there. And see, like I said, this one I took a full 1 inch. But you can do, even if you get the center like that, you just do half. And then I put this inside, et voila. And then for those grading, I'm going to have a special download coming in November. So watch for that. That is it, my friend, on my corner pop-up. That's about it. Till next time, happy stamping. By the way, all the supplies, it's listed below, and the measurement, you get the link to my blog there, and all will be listed right there.